What's up, beautiful people? So there's a story I've been following up, yeah, from the Kenyans in the US, especially Ohio. Ohio. so it's a sad story, yeah. So there's this guy who won, maybe he's not who won green card, but he went to US through work visa. Very nice. You are a nurse, you are married, you have family, you get this chance to move to the US. You are excited, you move with your family. You move to the US, and then after 1 year, now you start facing struggles. I've always been watching these things on TV, movies, but I've never realized that it can happen in real life. Like you are a Kenyan, especially you are a Kenyan. You are excited. You are in the US. It's your first time. You have this job that's paying you well, paying your bills. You have your family there. You have relocated. You are in a good mood, like in a good space. Compare that. If you compare Kenyan salary with the US salary, you find that you are doing good. You are way above any Kenyan nursing. You are way above Kenyan nurses in terms of salary. Now, as a boy child, I'm always here to advise boy child. Be very careful when you move to a foreign country, especially these first world countries, maybe in Europe, Germany, you're in the UK, Australia, Canada, or the US. So I think we learn from this story. So this guy was in the US for 1 year. Yeah, he was doing these nursing jobs, and then he had done it for like 1 year after moving to the US. So after 1 year, something happened. Like they were on the shift, normal shift, like maybe you're working in a how do you call it in English? Heim in Dutch is like a home for the old people. Maybe you're working there, maybe you're working in an hospital because you're a nurse. You can be a nurse still working in a hospital. You can be a nurse still working at a home for the elderly. You can be a nurse working with kids. You can be a nurse working with everyone. So depending on how you like it. So this guy was working in a hospital. He had this CNA, assistant nurse, on the shift. Now, they were like moving patients from maybe, I think, from the bed to maybe wheelchair, or from wheelchair to maybe to the bathroom. Now, I don't know the story very well because it's a story I've heard online from the Kenyan American home. So I had to share with my audience. So you find that they were moving these patients, and this guy was on a shift with this CNA, a female CNA. Now, when they were moving these patients, I don't know about this story, whether it's true or no, because I can do something and then I lie. Like, I don't say the truth because consequences, yeah? You find that. So they were moving this patient, and then it hit this lady's a child's food. I don't want to say the word because YouTube will censor my video. So you find that he hit this lady with elbow when they were moving, let's say from behind, and then he hits the chest. Let me use the word chest. Yeah, she's a female. So he hit the lady on the chest, and then this lady was frustrated, like, "You've hit me." And then the guy said sorry and everything, and then they were just good. And then the lady went outside, started crying, and then after she had done crying, she went to the HR. She said that this guy had SA. SA means assault. Yeah, so find that SA in the USA is very, very, very hard, especially to the boy child. As long as we have like one witness, maybe cameras and everything. But in this situation, there's no witness. Maybe the patient has the dementia, so they cannot rely on the patient. Maybe they have CCTV. Maybe they have like a third party, a person like a witness who saw it. So if in a bad way it happens that it's true, this guy is this lady, you're gonna be in trouble. So once they did that, this guy was like given suspension, like it's called where you're given leave but unpaid leave. So he went for unpaid leave. Then when this guy was on an unpaid leave because he has bills to pay and everything, so this guy had to quit the job. Like, I cannot continue with you. You know, it's Ohio, and then we have different states with different rules and regulations. So if you went to the US with the work visa, you have to work with that visa, maybe in that company or something like that. So he quit, and then all of a sudden they opened a case of SA, and then this guy is going in trouble, blah blah blah. And then the lawyer to this guy advised him to accept, like, I did it, blah blah blah, so that they can fine him maybe like 2 years in jail, 1 year, 3 years, or whatever. So the guy accepted. It was a mistake. It was just by a mistake he hit this girl's chest, yeah, and then they said it's a SA. If I say SA, it means sexual assault. So it was so difficult to handle this case. So they gave him like unpaid leave. After giving him an unpaid leave, the guy decided to quit. The lawyer told him to accept everything, and I think this lawyer was a racist, like that, because in case of this SA, you must like be very careful with your lawyers. Your lawyers is someone who need to protect you and prevent you going to jail. But in this case, he told him to accept, and then everything was like this. So if in the US, if you are under SA, you have to stay in that area, and then it's like a process, because you'll be all over the news, because offenders, they're like in a black book. If Google online, you find your name there, and then it's always hard to get even employment, because they're always afraid of you. Someone, when they are moving, like if you are like an essay in Kilimani, and then I'm living in the US, and then I Google about Kilimani, I want to buy a house in Kilimani. When I Google about offenders, yeah, and then you see that wherever you want to buy your house, there is those offenders. I don't want to say the name, yeah. Those offenders are there. SA. You find that I would not. They won't buy the house because they know there's someone there who will maybe SA their kids, their little ones, their girls, and everything. So sometimes it's not good. So be very careful when you move to the US. Avoid being so touchy-touchy. Like here in Kenya, we can do everything that we want. In Germany, it's also good. Like you can do everything you want. Like you find that I'll be having stories with someone, and then I touch them like, you don't know you guy, like you high five. But other people don't like it. Someone will tell you that don't touch me. Yeah, I don't know. Depending with your friendship and the level of your friendship, be very careful out there, especially if you are a man. When you move to the US, be very careful. Don't just touch people anyhowly, and then make sure you have like witness. Yeah, so it means like if I move to the US, I'll be working with my Ray-Ban Meta glasses, because they are recording everything. Yeah, if you say I SAU, I just remove my glasses. I show people like this video, blah blah blah, because that's so dangerous. Because if you go to the black book, my friend, finding even jobs, or if you go to jail, finding jobs. I've seen a lot of documentaries find that people, they're on the street because they went to jail. When they came out, no one wants to employ them. Yeah, so it's difficult. And also, if someone employs you, they'll just give you like peanuts, because they know you can't do anything. You can't go anywhere to be employed. So it's too much work. Be very careful out there when you move to the US. Be very careful. If you want to come to Germany, Germany is so easy. Germany is like freestyle. You work with maybe, if you are doing these hard jobs, you find that on the shift you are like all men. So it's good. Yeah, Germany is good compared to other countries. So I'll see you on the next video, and be very careful out there. Yes, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.